We got a good video here today. Now, this is part 2 about the attribute breakdowns. And we're going to go to Joe Knows video because on Twitter, there's a lot of people talking about it right now. It's a whole controversy going on right now. So once you guys listen to this video, we're going to watch it, let it play out, then talk about it.
All right, y'all want me to talk about VC prices? Here it goes, all right? So somebody tweeted at me last night saying, are you going to talk about how it costs too much to upgrade your player? And I literally said, I agree it costs too much to max out your player this year. And then I said, but looking logically, $1 billion company is not going to decide to stop making money. This, here we go, 2K community. Typical sellout, crazy with getting invited to community data, signing a contract, you ain't have to sell out.
Now, I want to pause this before I let this finish. I want everybody to stop, slow down, and think about this. Do you think that them pricing their VC prices? Listen to what he's saying, because it's about logic, right? You think that when you have $1 billion, you know how much money that is? It's basically like you can give away money if you want to. So if they wanted to, 2K, if they're $1 billion company, they can do charities and give away hella VCs to so many people. Make some type of little VC day to where it's like, and make it free. See, it's a different science. It's a deeper science. I ain't gonna get that deep into it like that, because a lot of people will call me a sellout because I can talk nice and break down the game and break down the new changes that they made. So it may come off like I'm some type of devil or something. No, I just care a certain way to give information back to my people so y'all can get enlightened and be like, okay, and have a better time on the game, enjoy it. So I'm building a different type of connection, helping people get through certain things like, damn, I know that's how I could, oh, damn, certain stick skill, or, certain of the gems that I've teach, some of the people that can kind of vouch for me and say that I've helped them learn different stuff about the game. Okay, that they didn't see before, helping you, and that can carry on into real life. That just doesn't stay with the video game. So I always try to tell people this. If you look at how now you can perform, right? Let me pause this. We're gonna get back to Joe's video, but we have to go here. It's like I have to do it on this point. We're gonna get back to his video. Let me turn display capture off. We go to small forward. Pick anything you want. All right. Remember, point guards don't get rise up. They take that badge away. Look at this. We get thrown off so much because a lot of stuff hit us so fast. Look how in each category you get each badge. Of course, you could say, okay, yeah, if I go with like a 45 close shot, 45 driving layup, 45 standing dunk, yeah, I won't be able to do certain stuff. That's not the case though. 9 times out of 10, 2K knows, like on a science level, they know nobody's gonna make no build like that, right? With just 45s, no, they know that. Okay, they understand you're going to have to place if you want to do certain things. They know you're going to start going up. This is why the tiers start going up as soon as you start putting it up. But let's say, like, if you guys watched my last balance video, you seen how I just did all 70s, right? For this finishing, people would think this is bad. The build came out to be in a Paul George shade build. What do you mean? Posterizer, bully, silver, all that. So, I want player... We got so people. I'm a realist. I understand how when you play 2K, you want all gold, all Hall of Fame, if that's possible. You want to be able to get a lot of those combinations together to be super OP or to be super nice. But in reality, there was other ways you could look at 2K that I started realizing, like, yo, because I play on a 610, damn, I could actually move on this build and move in a different way that's more beneficial for me. The same way a guard can move, on the way how he moves that's beneficial for him. I get different pluses. Once I move and I get past somebody with my height, it's a more scarier problem than a smaller guard where somebody can just go chase it down and block it, especially if you don't have certain finishing stats, especially how they got hit this year. But I'm trying to show players that you can go with this balance. If you look at like certain players like a Dame build, like they ain't have where you can make them, but if you make them, you got to have some type of drive and dunk in there. He has it, but when you look at a lot of the play shots and stuff, you see it's hard for them to have a drive and dunk and have good defense. You start going over to the perimeter, right? I want to show you guys, these are all these badges that you're seeing right here. All these badges got buffed. Everything that you see in the tier 1 spots is things that got buffed. Acrobat, Mike Wayne talked about this on Twitter. The hop steps all got buffed. So you just adding Acrobat, even if you have a 70, let's say, listen, you're not going to be a super layup king. You still going to need the Hall of Fame and stuff, but 2K's regular build system, the way how they broke it down, example how I could show you this. Playmaking got a buff. Why? A 6'10 now has 80 ball control. But they changed the way how ball control plays out. They changed the way how so many things played out. Everything plays out differently now. You can still get past the lockdown, even though lockdown has good defensive badges, because you have to now activate the clamps. Did y'all not listen to the Caesar guy talk when he said that the foot planning technology system was still in the game? That means we're still going to be sliding. We're still going to, if we make the wrong move, we're super out of position. They want to bring this realistic IRO basketball to the play. See, when I'm talking like this, I guess this is when I'm going to sell. No, this is me telling you what 2K is trying to bring. I adapt and play, and I have a whole different intentions on what I'm doing when I'm up here doing this. This is for the people. Now, back down Punisher hasn't gotten a boost. So the ability when you're holding down and doing this and backing down somebody, it got a boost. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, they know a lot of players is going to be using that strength. Even PGs get back down Punisher. So that gameplay, that style, just to back somebody down is implemented. 1, I got to take my skateboard and ride around everywhere. The quest, I break things down and analyze it on a different level. I look at how, wow, to actually get to these quests and do certain things, it takes longer. Okay, I'm hearing that gym rat, you can no longer get it in my career now, so they really want people going and working out and being in the gym. Okay. You know, everybody used to skip those and just, go get gym rat in my career. But I look at it like this. Okay, they're trying to take power and control back in a certain way, making us grind, or either making us have to utilize Gatorade. 9 times out of 10, that's a choice. So it's basically they're just creating a choice for us to choose. Gatorade, you grinding Gatorade, you grinding gym rat and doing the workouts. You actually doing our system right, not trying to take a shortcut. That's how I look at it. Why do I gotta ride a skateboard everywhere? I mean, I know there's a lot of people that's in the same boat as me that gotta ride a skateboard everywhere, right? And then you gotta go back and forth to the arena. Yeah, they made the little train station, but the going back and forth to the arena, that you can't teleport just real fast. Like, come on, the quest, come on. They really want us to start getting into this vibe to where we view the game like an actual quest, where everybody's not in a rush to max out their player. Everybody's not in a rush to hit legend. Didn't they make the legend grind? Listen, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they make the legend grind longer somehow? I'm not sure if I misread that information wrong, but all this type of stuff, think about it. You have content creators who don't care about 2K that much. I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all show y'all ass. A lot of the content creators that used to do that, I ain't saying no names, but they would hit legend fast, right? Y'all would play their game. You would make yourself an image. You would make yourself known. You would make yourself have high influence. Play their game. And this is why I gotta get the people that call people sellouts. They not sellouts just because they invite somebody to and they sign a non-disclosure. Oh, you can't say this. They could say it if they want to. One of the YouTubers could have been like, you know what? Hey, I'm still about to release some of this gameplay early and just got his content banned, but that would have been dumb. But y'all see how they was in a rush and hype. They didn't care. They was in a rush. Everybody posting their videos after. They didn't care. They didn't care at all. Everybody was ready. Had their videos ready in a rush. Some of them so excited so fast couldn't even get information. Now I pay attention to all these things. So when I'm looking at this stuff, right? It's not no sellout situation. They're not even at that level to get to those conversations to even talk about certain changes to the game. Really giving y'all business stuff. It doesn't. I really feel like the VC part don't matter. They want people to start really taking it as a quest. That's why attributes now, you can do certain things. To be able to dream shake, that ability is just enhanced. Why? It only takes 1 point for you to put that badge on. So they're wanting, it's like they're giving you the choice to say, okay, I'm gonna put all those badges on bronze. And you have to put a whole bunch of tier 1s on first to be able to go to the second part. Or at least put some of these on a high level, in the tier 1 category on a high level. The ability to just get a rise up dunk if you have the height. Listen, PGs don't get rise up, but once you start getting into the cap, 6'5s get rise up. Once you go 6'4", no more rise up. 6'5", get rise up. So once you're 6'5", you got the ability, because you got 6'5" height, you got the ability to jump up and just do a standing dunk if you're wide open. Of course, you're not going to stand and dunk and shack them, but you're going to get a wide open standing dunk that's warranted if you're having the right IQ with the proper stats. Like, I don't get why people not understanding that with 2K. Like, you're going to have crazy stats other places, but really everybody's balanced everywhere in a certain way. because we all getting these same tier 1 badges. Look, we come over here to the shooting. This has all gotten a buff. When you have to break it down though and see past the badge name. The ability to be able to dribble around and then still make a tough shot, amped. If you guys have ever done it yet, it allows you to do that, especially on a high level. The ability to when you're sitting and just sitting there for a while, because some of y'all may just be corner sitters, and just being a corner sitter the whole 2K, you get rewarded for that. So players that's a PG should start knowing in his mind, oh, my man's running Claymore, he been sitting still. Damn, look how I could go on all day with this. Make a whole day video, like, because I could just talk about each badge, how they did it. A clutch shooter, we already know this comeback kid. They increase the ability to where when you're down in the game and you're trailing, you can have this badge on and make a shot. Keep the game close. So games are not blowouts. Even though players still got to have skill to use this, this is really like a Jordan badge. We seen that Jordan had this on Elite Gameplay. This is like a Jordan badge, you know. This is like a clutch badge. When you clutch and you know that you could keep the game close, you want to run that badge on a high level. Give yourself a boost. Why not? Especially if you know you got to carry a lot. This is the carry badge. Go to guard up. Guard up is basically a badge when you got skill. It's like Deadeye. When you know a player's contesting you bad, let's say he got his hands down and he's kind of a little bit up on you, and you know that, what did they say again in the game? When a player gets closer to you, that your jump shot speeds up. But that doesn't mean anything. He still has to contest you still, though. He still has to do a contest. They took away Intimidator. Split it up into 2 portions to where there's an Intimidator on the outside, which is called Challenger now. We go down here, you have to use Perimeter to get it up. But remember, they still throw you off. This is what I don't like that the devs do. This is how, I guess you could say, they get people into tricking people into making certain builds that's not good. You'll make a build like this. Okay, Perimeter. This. And people think because they get in Challenger, like they good to go. Like, you're not blocking nothing at all. You ain't blocking nothing. You put your block up a little bit, you see how you start getting chased down, at least. Let's say if you was making a PG and a lot of PGs, they only get like 60 block, you get chased down bronze. When you a PG, you also want to put up your interior. Even though you may not get anchor, you're still allowing yourself to get that double stat to where it's going to add to your block when a player tries to rim run you. You know, if you got high perimeter and you could just challenge them, cool. The block is going to add to your challenger. You're going to be able to get more of a better contest. It stacks on the top of each other. I don't know why they don't say this. Maybe they're guessing people are grown or people are old enough to know and supposed to know this type of stuff and understand what interior defense means and what block means, and they both go hand in hand. You know, interior is inside, all right? So think about it's going to stack on top of chase down artists. Challengers on the outside, okay? You see when you do go up high, you can get challenger gold. So it's like, of course you couldn't just say, okay, I'm not going to use no block, because if I take my block away, challenger I don't have to worry about that, right? But look what happens. You see how the points go up? 16 points. Think about it. You're not going to be able to use challenge. You could use challenger, but you're going to lack in certain other badges. This is why you have to add both, right? What happens when I add more interior? My defensive badges go up, so the ability for me to be able to get that challenger is more warranted, okay? And then when we look at the stats, let's say if I had my eyes closed and I just put them out, I'm like, I want to put a lot up, right? They're high. You go low, you're losing badge points. So there's no way you're going to be spending the whole 7 when you got to put a whole bunch in the first tier and then to get challenger. Of course, you could core it out, but it takes time and shit. And then you got clamps. That's a lot of points, right? Well, we went from shooting, right? The fades, the off-ball movement got buffed. Like, yo, literally everything, like, in a sense. Like, look how you can move off-ball, and the catch and shoot plays out now. If you shoot from certain deep ranges, if you know how to shoot, like, it's way more. You can be out of position. When you jump, it feels like you're really, like, kind of not slow, but, like, if you don't have pogo stick on and good speed and recovery time, like, you're going to feel it. All right? We get on to the playmaking. Ankle breaker has been buffed. The ability just to get ankle breakers when you make the right plays buffed. Pass needle threader. Look, example. I ain't going to go down and do the whole thing because I want to break it down into more segments and just one-by-one videos. But mismatch expert. Perfect example. The ability. Look how I break this one down. You know how center, big body, slow lateral quickness, can't keep up with a Kyrie. No way. Mismatch expert. Why you think it got moved to a playmaking instead of offense? Because it's more about handling, playmaking. So obviously the devs sat down and thought back to that, like, yeah, it really is, and went back to like how it was in 17. You start speeding up past, instead of the pick and roll. See how they're taking ideas back and refining it? Instead of the pick and roll, you know what? Instead of having like how we used to have it in 17, the pick and roll maestro. Remember how the badge used to work? You had to set the screen first. Kind of just implemented just a game where people just use that just to keep too much screens. You know what? Let's just make it where it's just a mismatch. We know that if he has a lot of ball handling like a Kyrie, if he chooses to use this on a level, whenever he gets into a mismatch with centers, hey, he has that ability. That's the little process they had. I'm telling you, chess. They made it like chess. I'm trying to tell you, this is like chess. People got to stop looking at 2K just attribute-wise and look at it as chess. You're playing with other players who have attributes that help you. You got to stack your attributes to theirs. See, everybody's in the separate vibe right now in the world, so it's not really like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people is making builds separate. I kind of make my builds all around and think about others when I make my build. I'm going to add some rebounding, so I'm just not a liability on rebounding. Add some defense, so I don't just have to switch my man. You know, it's a lot of that. Like, people just don't think about add this, so I could do this for this player in case I have to do this. Then I make other builds that have different roles in case I have to come out and be a different role. I don't just limit myself into one thing. Oh, let me try to make an all-around demigod build that could do everything, and then I'm on the court just trying to do everything instead of just having my build mesh, having my player mesh with a team. And we're actually doing some type of creative IRL basketball out there and just going crazy, actually winning games with ease because you're just ahead, more aware than the average players playing in a certain meta play style. That's easy to stop. And when it's a teamwork energy out on the court, it's different. People can't stop that. Physicals have even got boosted. I showed you guys, go watch my last attribute video. I just dropped it recently. You'll see it on my channel. It's not that far back. You could go look and see it and you'll see it there. There's a PG that has 99 ball control, right? Look, I'm going to show you guys. 91, and I can have a speed with ball of a 60. And you can still move with this build. Definitely if you have an acceleration of an 86 and a 79, you can still move with this build. Disgusting. Not in a bad way, just meaning it's good. You run, you kind of get like a little Jimmy run. Let me show you guys actually. This is not me promoting 2K in a way to say, like, I don't know what people is trying to get at. This is me showing you the changes they made. And I know that they're going more towards real life basketball. Reed has first quick step on bronze, but handles for days Hall of Fame. Still moves fast. Other players may have first quick step higher. Depends if they have a faster first quick step than him. There's probably a lot of players who do probably have a faster first quick step than Kyrie. Russell Westbrook. I'm pretty sure they had to give Russell Westbrook a higher first quick step. But look how he's moving. You see how it's not that fast of a, you're getting away, that guy was still able to contest. People may look at it like, oh, it's cheese or something, but not necessarily. Someone can have a first quick step, but may not have the endurance to keep that speed up. There's some people who could keep that little crazy endurance up. You never dealt with somebody who plays defense crazy IRL basketball, and they keeping that shit up. And you like, yo, I wish he would just get away from me. Even if you, like, I'm good at basketball, but I had people who would play defense, and I'm like, yo, I wish he would just get away, like, because they keep it up, like that endurance up. So it's a difference. So if I was to give him stats, I'd be like, okay, yeah, he got 99 stamina versus the other dude who probably lack off defense a little bit. He played good defense on me, but he kind of sit back and chill. He probably got like a 75 stamina. You know, I could do it like that in real life. So I hope you guys see these changes. I'm going to do a part 3, man. Like I said, I have to go deeper in detail into these attributes. A lot of people's complaining about the VC. I'm going to close it out like this. 2K made it to where now we're balanced everywhere in each category. They want us to make it feel like a quest, to where we're not just leveling up too fast to where everybody's maxed out in the season. You already have builds that's super maxed out and quick and fast and stuff. No, they want it more like a quest. This is why we have core badges now. In the core badges, you gotta do it. If you get it on bronze, you could get first quick step on bronze on core, but you gotta work and get silver on in your core. You gotta get gold in your core, Hall of Fame in your core, and it takes time. You gotta use it in game. So when we know this, people, without them saying it, everything has gotten a buff, including defense. Defense probably has gotten the best buff because the shooting is so changed, it's so different. The different timing impacts how much slower it feels, but then it actually feels fast once you learn it. Like, it feels fast for me now. That's why I say it's different. Like, at first it felt slow for me, but now it feels fast. I'm starting to understand the release time, and it's quicker, and I'm getting it now. And then I'm getting how the defense is now. Players that got good challengers, it's about taking smart shots because they leap on challenger. If you see somebody use challenger, they leap at you. You don't got the right pieces, puzzle pieces, aka the badges, Deadeye, blinders. They say Deadeye does work. Yes, I use Deadeye. Yes, it does work. It's for contested shots. If somebody's using challenger, Hall of Fame, or gold, and they coming at you, even silver, they leap. I use the badge. You leap with that challenger badge. And you could block their shot. You could poke it up and block it up in the air. Y'all better start getting hit. Part 3 coming soon. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below.